And welcome back to Let's Play Digital Devil Saga. Last time we defeated Harley and gained control of the Vanguard tribe. As well, we've received the new commandment of the Junkyard from Angel. The goal here is to devour the leaders of other tribes and conquer all the tribes, and then we must bring the black-haired girl to the Karma Temple. The black-haired girl is obviously Sarah, and we've already got her, so we're halfway to the goal. We just need to defeat everyone. Indeed. Having the ability to analyze the enemy is pretty useful, but funnily enough, the analyze spell itself is actually pretty useless, and we'll find out why later. Alright. So, now that we have the new commandment, we should go back to headquarters and tell the whole tribe. Specifically, we should tell Gale. He's our tactician, so he may be able to come up with a plan of action for us. If you noticed, the Vanguards have a little orange color. Or is that... Hold on. Let's compare. Yeah, I think that's orange. They have orange colors now, which is the color of our tribe, the Embryon. So some of the information's already been released. So that'll simplify things. Still, we should tell Gale the whole deal. Like I said last time, you can talk to the dissemination machine and they'll tell you a little bit more about your demon forms. But it's nothing I can't explain to you if there's anything really important to know. Anything new? Yes, the instead of the moon, we have the solar noise. So that's what the thing in the upper left is. That's the solar noise. Basically functions as moon phases from other Megaton games. What it does will become relevant soon. Anyways, I already explained this. If you complete battles faster, you will get more money. Well, because that's not as flashy, obviously. I don't know why I talk to everyone, I just like to, especially when they have a new dialogue. It lets me know that the developers are trying. I do wonder about Angel. She doesn't really seem like some sort of deity or anything, she seems like a person who's in charge. I don't know where I'm going with this. The point I guess I'm trying to make is that, like us, Angel seems to be a person. She reacted quite strongly when she noticed Surf. Heat's saying stuff we already realized. Heat, you are so slow. Her eyes are unusual as well. Specifically, she has actual color to her eyes. Before the light, everyone in the junkyard just had gray eyes. This guy is weak to ice, it seems. Looks like I've got the advantage. Yeah, you are so slow. Okay, this is important. Cells are, well, let's ask this guy. Oh. Well, never mind. But basically, they're basically items that you can just sell for a lot of money. And that's the effect of the solar noise right there. When the solar noise is at maximum, cells will sell for more money. I think it's like maybe 30% more or something. It's quite a bit more than what they are at base. There is one exception to this. There is one type of cell that actually sells for more at the minimum solar noise phase, which is basically like new moon. But that's only one. All others sell for more at max. And shock and awe, certain enemies are weaker than others. Thanks for revealing that information to me.
If we want to know about Sarah, bring her to Nirvana. Is that all she had to say?
Angel. I do not know this name.
You truly remember nothing?
I'm very sorry. Atma, child of purgatory? Now what do we do?
Nothing's changed. We'll crush the other tribes and reach Nirvana. By using this new power.
I have no objections. Our goal remains the same.
I am in Sarah's debt.
I just want to be normal. I'll do anything to find a cure for this curse.
It is decided. Allow me to propose a plan. As we are aware, there is only one way to reach Nirvana. That is to defeat the 5 other ruling tribes and present ourselves to the temple. The largest tribe, the Brutes, is presently struggling against the Wolves. It is unclear whether the Solids or Maribel pose the next greatest threat. As for us, though we defeated the vanguards, we are severely lacking in manpower.
Who cares? We'll devour them one by one.
Easier said than done. What's your plan?
If we feign an alliance with one of the weaker tribes and defeat their rival, we can then crush them afterward.
You mean, we're going to side with our enemy?
Until now, the tribes have relied solely on their own strength and resources. But an inflexible mind limits one's strategic options.
So our enemy's enemy is our friend? You've certainly changed.
You are the ones who have changed. Your emotions have clearly become unstable. I do not comprehend.
What about Sarah, then? I'm sure everyone's hot on her trail by now.
Cielo and I shall remain here. No one knows of her whereabouts. Hereafter, we should institute a policy of silence regarding Sarah's existence.
What is our leader's decision?
You're too naive. Kill them before they kill us.
First, we head to the Maribel's territory. Their boss is skilled, but the individual members are weak. It is advantageous for them to accept us, and defeating them will not pose a problem.
Alright, with that out of the way, our plan is to forge a temporary alliance with the Maribel tribe to take out the Solids, their rival. However, you saw in the cutscene there, the dialogue option I picked is to insist that we don't resort to betrayal. It's not totally impossible. We could negotiate them allowing us to take charge if they don't really mind that, it may not be likely, but it's an option. But there is another reason why I picked that dialogue option. It doesn't really affect anything in the long run, but basically the dialogue options in this game are the shining example of non-choice in video games. Aside from mildly altering the cutscenes, your dialogue options don't have much effect, but if you pick the first one, in basically every choice, you unlock a bunch of goodies in Digital Devil Saga 2, so you always want to pick the first dialogue option. Funnily enough, in Persona 4 Arena, this is the way to get the secret ending scene in Yu Narukami's story mode, so that might be a throwback to this, I'm not sure though. Still, it's not out of the question. We could negotiate something with them. But the Maribel tribe is led by Janana. Like Gale said, the individual members of Maribel aren't particularly strong, but Janana is dangerous. Cielo seems to have developed quite a loyalty to Sarah. Gale seems to recognize the name Angel. Alright. Then we'll be on our way. The Maribel tribe is holed up in Manipura. So, we'll go visit them there and see if we can't work something out. I doubt that they're stupid, however. They could be expecting something like this. So, we'll have to keep our guard up. Alright. But, before we head to Manipura, there is a little detour I want to make. We're actually going to head back to Vadhistana. Svadhisthana? Still can't figure out how to pronounce that. Oh well, it's not a big deal. Because there's something else we can do here. So, it seems like rookies are basically just random guys who seem to have just appeared out of nowhere, really. In fact, it's kind of odd, really. We haven't seen any children in the junkyard. It's all adults. That's what we came here for. Harley left something in his room, and we want to go collect it. That's her explaining how the solar noise affects the price of cells. And like I said, for almost all of them, they sell for more at max. Anywho, the rookies have a sort of hold up here. And we're going to have to deal with some of them on our way to Harley's Room. Oh, Heat. You are such a cannibal. Alright, so we just have to make it all the way back around. Probably come into some encounters along the way. However, it won't be too big a deal. Actually, I don't really think there's anything I want to say here. I think I'll just cut ahead to when I reach the area. If anything important comes up... Well, actually, Argula's about to master her mantra, so I'll let that happen, and then I'll cut ahead to when I reach Harley's Room. However, the thing we're going to get in Harley's Room is actually very important, and if you don't get it now, chances are you won't get it until way later in the game, and you actually do need to collect it, so it is worth getting right now, because not only is it necessary, it allows us to get some goodies early on. Okay. No combos. Hopefully when I start getting some better skills, we'll get access to, well, better combos. Right now we've only got Ice Shot, and that's a single target attack. Works good on, you know, stronger enemies, but for, group fights, it's not worth, the transforming back thing. Alright, so we just have to make it all the way back around. Probably come into some encounters along the way. However, the thing we want to get in Harley's Room is actually very important, and if you don't get it now, chances are you won't get it until way later in the game, and you actually do need to collect it, so it is worth getting right now, because not only is it necessary, it allows us to get some goodies early on. Now, for the most part, you're not really going to use the human form outside of using combos and when fighting certain enemies. But the thing is that enemies have a chance of ambushing you, and when they ambush you, you start in the human form, so that's something you really gotta watch out for. Oh, come on, that thing is, like, practically full. What the hell's going on? And at this rate, there isn't really going to be anything to cut out, and I'm just going to reach Harley's room. Whatever. Never mind, we'll forgo the editing. This is a bit tedious to watch, I understand. Okay. And I'm already forgetting what these enemies are weak to. This is what happens when you only play a Megaton game a couple times a day. Okay, Earth Spirit is finally mastered. Later on, we will actually get items that lower the encounter rate, but you actually have to buy a lot of things to get those. Anyways, going to set the Void Earth skill. When you are doing shot skills, the shot combos, the game doesn't really care what kind of Void skill you're using to make the combo. It just has to be a Void skill in order to get it. Hate it when we get the first turn. Oh, we've got a couple new combos actually. Okay, Mabufu. This is the multi-target version of Bufu. Hits all the enemies. When you get certain skills to combo together, sometimes they'll make multi-target versions of single-target spells. Is there any advantage of multi-target spells as combos over the multi-target spells on their own? A little bit, actually. The comboed spells have better accuracy and slightly better power than the standalone versions. This is because they factor in the stats of both characters using them. So that's something to keep in mind. As well, comboed skills that are versions of standalone attacks generally have lower MP, and this can range from about 20% less to half the cost of the standalone version. So for certain skills, this is something you want to keep in mind. However, we've also got a much better skill here, Micronova. Our three characters combine, and that Micronova just kills everything. This is the first Almighty attack you can get. Almighty attacks exist outside the bounds of elemental resistances and weaknesses and just hit everything for pure magic damage. This makes Micronova incredibly useful for the beginning of the game, as you can basically one-shot a lot of the encounters with it. So yeah, that's a good combo to have. Okay, let's head up those stairs. Well, at least I had things to talk about during this trip back. I understand that it can be a little tedious to watch basically just random encounters and backtracking through old areas, and I do apologize. It's just sometimes editing can be a little awkward. And I do have things to say. Ooh, sweet. I always liked Varna's critical animation. Yeah, since I'm making Luck Surf's secondary stat, he's going to be a bit better at getting criticals than, say, Heat would be. Anyways, the reason we're here is to get the blue key. The blue key takes down those blue walls, so that's pretty good. Okay, let's heal up. Okay, and if we head over to the small Karma terminal, check it out. We can now utilize the teleport feature to teleport to the large Karma terminal at the beginning of the area. So that saves us a good amount of time. Anyways, if you remember, there was a blue wall during our first trip that we couldn't access due to the fact that we didn't have the blue key. There was also a blue wall back in Mullet Hara that we couldn't get through. With this blue key, we can now destroy them and get the prizes that lie behind them. When you're dealing with garbage enemies like this, you can just get through them really fast by pressing the rush command. The rush command just sets all your characters to do their basic physical attacks. Although I think if you go into the config, you can actually set it so that the characters will do whatever their last action was. So you could have someone do a rush of nothing but healing and followed up with a bunch of physical attacks. I forget if I need to change the position of the wall past this blue wall. You know, the one that pops up and down. Yeah, well, we'll see when we get there. Oh, darn, like I got critical. Did I just say darn? Gosh dang it all to heck. What the fuck? There we go. Oh, my wit is very dry, and not in a good way. I don't even know where I'm going with this. Oh, we've taken down the blue wall. There. I've done it. Okay. With that out of the way, let's head behind here and see what we got. Inside this object, we have a vital noise. Okay, the noises are your stat buffing items. When you use them, they permanently increase your stats by 2 points, I believe. Yep, I just wanted to make sure if it was the same in Digital Devil Saga 1. To make up for Surf's somewhat specialized build, I'm going to be using a lot of the noises on him, but I'm also going to be using noises on characters to play to their strengths. So this power noise, I'm going to be giving that to Heat because he has better strength. The vital noise is was given to Surf to make up for his lack of vitality. However, for most noises, you want to use them on the characters that can get the most benefit out of them. So giving the power noise to Heat is a good idea because he has good strength. However, noises like vitality noises, you should give those to the character who has the lowest stat in that regard. So I give my vitality noise to Surf because he has lower vitality than everyone else. The same holds true for noises like the HP and the MP noises. These just increase your HP and MP, so you should generally just give those to whoever has the lowest HP and MP. If I get any of those, chances are the HP noises will be going to Surf, because he's going to generally have a lot lower HP due to his lower vitality stat. I enjoy a good critical hit. Okay, let's head on out. Now, we're going to have to make another pit stop before we actually make it to Manipura. We're going to stop back at Mullet Hara in order to break that blue wall and get the items. When you get a new key that breaks the walls, you're generally gonna go back and break all the walls that you couldn't before because you didn't have the key at the time. Because most of them have stuff behind them that you can use. I was about to go to Manipura there. And generally this stuff is less useful if you come back for it later. Like, those noises would have been useful at any time, but coming for them much earlier in the game is a lot more beneficial, since your stats are lower at this point, and being able to increase them like that by 2 points is pretty significant. That's almost a full level up there going into one stat. Anyway. I have a tendency to say the word anyway or anyways a lot. If that gets annoying, I apologize. Stalling for time to take care of tedious bullshit. You see, I've kind of trapped myself in a corner here because I have all these things to say, so I can't really do too much editing or else you lose sense of what I was saying. Or perhaps that's just me making excuses. Now there's a bunch of items down there, but we can't get those until way later. Because Surf lacks the ability to jump, so he can't get through there. Destroy this blue wall. Not sure why this one is here, really. You can't get here unless... Actually, let's check out this elevator. Oh, that one goes up, so that takes you to a different... Hold on. Let me just go through here first. It's been a while since I've played this game all the way through, so I'm a bit shaky on all the layouts. Okay, here's an item. Ooh, MP noises. Okay. I'm going to give one of those to Surf, and one of those to Argilla. I'm actually not going to be giving MP noises to Heat, because despite what I just said, Heat doesn't really use a lot of magic outside of combos, so he doesn't really need a lot of MP. Ooh, HP noises. I'll give one of those to Surf and one of those to Heat. Because physical attacks use your HP, it's better to have high HP so you don't get totally wrecked. The HP attacks do take HP in percentages rather than just fixed numbers, but having higher HP means that when you're getting to a really low percentage of your health, it would still be more than if you were just using the attacks and you had really low HP max. That's a very confusing way to say that. Basically, more HP equals good, so there. And that was a great chakra. Great chakras restore the MP of everyone in the party. This is good, because there aren't that many full MP heals in this game. You're going to want to stockpile some of these for the end of the game. And if you're thinking really far ahead and you're on a New Game Plus file, you're going to want to stockpile a lot of them for a certain fight. That is, if you plan on doing it. I don't know if I actually plan on doing that fight, because it is insanely difficult. And I don't really go for challenges that are kind of on the ridiculous side of things. Okay, let's get out of here. Now that we've gotten all that bullshit out of the way, we can finally head off to Manipura. That was a bit of a sidetrack, but getting that blue key is really helpful, because there's some good stuff you can get early on if you have it. If you didn't realize it was there and you had to get it later, it requires a huge sidetrack, because one of the areas you need to go through actually requires the blue key, and you miss out on all that good stuff way earlier. Anyways, heading into Manipura to meet the Maribel.
I assume you all have the power. How else could you have made it this far?
So then, you're the same as us.
Not just me. Nearly all of us have changed. Soon everyone in the junkyard will be this way. The war will escalate. God has cursed us all.
What's cursed? Who is this god?
I do not know. The thought appeared in my mind.
Are you sad?
What is sad?
I'm not sure. You just seem that way.
Many of us have died due to this unexplained power. If my reaction is sad, then yes, I am sad. Explain your business. Interesting. But first of all, you must prove that you are worthy of fighting alongside the Maribel.
Wait, Janana!
The tribe is hungry. I'll be waiting for you, if you can survive.
I don't like the look of that guy with the purple hair. Whatever. Anyways, in order to work with us, we have to prove our worth to the Maribel tribe. There is absolutely nothing in here. I always go in there looking for something, and there never is anything. There's a back entrance over here, but that's not important until way later. Some endgame content there. I prefer to stay and live. Oh, Heat. You're so brash, and I kind of feel sorry for these guys, because Heat is going to eat quite a few of them. I like the idea of controlling 3 regions. Alright, let's see what we got. Looks like we've got a few hungry people here. I'll feed them a knuckle sandwich. But that'll come for next time. Not a lot happened in this part, and I am sorry for that, but there's stuff that I like to get done, and I get it done as soon as possible. We'll continue next time, and next time, I promise, more plot-relevant stuff will happen, and we'll get through an actual, area. We'll be doing the Maribel base next time, so until then, see ya.